Hello everyone and welcome back to Creating with Miss Nancy. Today, Miss Nancy finds herself in the great outdoors, which just so happens to be my front yard. And hey, it was actually really nice. It was a very nice day. It was a beautiful day, so I was able to be outside there with her and I enjoyed it because there is nothing like, painting or crafting in nature. So specifically, this little project that she is doing right now, it didn't require any glue guns, so that's why we're outside. Just a little painting. So maybe right now you have a piece of furniture in your home that you don't really like the color of it, you want to change it, you just need something new. So that was the case for Miss Nancy and this bench that she has here. And well, she took out her tarp, has her white chalk paint, some antiquing stain, and she is ready to turn this into something else. And when I say turn this into something else, I don't mean that she's going to destroy the bench. I mean that she is going to change up the color, give it a little nice aged look. So, this is going to be her process, and I just hope that it inspires all of you to maybe, pick up that old piece of furniture that's been hiding in your garage and you've been wanting to do something to it, and now you can. So Miss Nancy loves using chalk paint, and I will go ahead and put the link in the description below for her chalk paint, her stain, and different things that she loves to use for DIY and crafting. And well, Miss Nancy loves using chalk paint because, well, let's just think of it as a user-friendly application process. So there's minimal preparation such as sanding and priming, and it adheres to most surfaces including wood. And guess what? This is a wooden bench. And also, another reason why we love chalk paint is because it provides excellent coverage, my friends. Yes, it does. So even with just one or two coats, it creates this matte velvet finish, so it can give your furniture a rustic or a vintage look. And hey, that's exactly what Miss Nancy wants right here. And I will say this, chalk paint is also ideal for getting that distressed or that aged appearance, so it can be easily sanded or distressed after, you apply it. And it can even create a weathered or shabby chic look on your wooden furniture, and if that's not amazing, I don't know what is. Oh, and guess what? Another fun fact. Chalk paint comes in a wide range of colors, so keep that in mind. Also, another little side note, it's non-toxic and low odor. So, that's awesome too. But that's all Miss Nancy wants to do today is give this piece of furniture a nice aged look. So she's going to start off by applying her chalk paint, okay? And then she's going to come in with her antiquing stain once it's dry, of course. And right now, Miss Nancy is going to take her antiquing wax and grab a cloth, add a little bit of that antiquing wax to her cloth, and then proceed to add it to the bench. Now you can do this in a wiping motion. So she's not going to be adding this everywhere, just in certain places here and there to create a nice aged and distressed look. So you can see how she's doing this on the sides right here, and I love it. I don't know about you, but I love that aged and vintage look. It just reminds me of this beautiful antique store that's right next to where I live. It's not far at all. And I love visiting that store. I love seeing what they have. They have about, 3 different floors of nothing but vintage items. And recently I went there, on a Sunday. I went there Sunday. And when I was there, I just discovered they had a basement. I've only been ever going upstairs, and then recently I went to the basement. I thought to myself, what is this? There were so many other vintage items, and honestly, I don't think I'm alone in thinking that I don't think I'm alone in never knowing that they had a basement, because I never see anybody go down there. That was a pretty nice new discovery. But truthfully, you all, I cannot wait for you guys to see how Miss Nancy decorates this bench at the end. But right now, Miss Nancy's going to take out her stencil. This is us, our life, our story, our home. Now, they do have stenciling sponges, which I highly recommend, because if you use a brush, I can see how one could easily accidentally paint from side to side, or it can slip a little bit, and how things can get a little wonky, but it's okay. You definitely can use a paintbrush if that's all you have and you don't have a stenciling sponge. I mean, just look at Miss Nancy here. She added a little bit of green paint. Now she is dabbing, so that's an up and down motion. She is not painting side to side. If you do that, there will be streaks, and you will not get you won't be able to see your words. It'll just be very smeared. So that is something that you do not want. Right here, she is just going up and down. But like I said, they do have stenciling sponges, which I highly recommend. But if you do not have that, as crafters, as fellow home decorators, we work with what we do have. So Miss Nancy has her paintbrush here, and it came out just fine. Look at that. But I do want to say this. You're going to want to hold your stencil in place. Make sure you do not move. If you do move, it will smear. So keep it in place as steady as you can, just as Miss Nancy is showing you here in the video. And look, beautiful. This is us, our life, our story, our home, and I love it. But Miss Nancy is not done yet. She is taking out yet another stencil. And this stencil right here has roses, and look at them. Aren't they beautiful? So yet again, Miss Nancy is holding the stencil in place, not allowing it to move an inch. Okay, you all? Then she's taking some gray and dabbing in an up and down motion, never side to side. And I know I might sound like a broken record sometimes, but just in case, I have to make that clear. Sometimes it's good to reiterate what you've said before. Sometimes it's good. But right now, I am loving this. But you all, you definitely can use stencils. So if you are worried about freehanding and maybe you don't consider yourself the best artist, well, it's okay. Stencils are your friend. They're there to help you. But speaking of people not being good artists, did you know that Miss Nancy has an Etsy shop, Creating with Miss Nancy, with the number 1 at the end, Creating with Miss Nancy 1. And while we do have art kits available on her shop right now, she is constantly posting new items on her Etsy shop, new home decor pieces, crafting kits, art kits. And now the beauty of her art kits is that you don't have to be a good artist in order to paint. So her art kits, what they do is that they make it easy for you. They give you all the fun in painting without the hassle of worrying, is this gonna come out good? Because the design is already traced onto the canvas for you, and all you have to do is take out your paints and simply paint the design that's already there. You don't have to draw it yourself. You don't have to do any of the hard work. Miss Nancy did that for you. Look at that. And this is the end. And right here, this is special because these are my sister's fairy homes that I have been telling you guys about. A lot of you here in the email have been asking about my sister's fairy homes. Can we see them? What do they look like? The wooden ones, the wooden fairy homes, were made by somebody who sells them at my local antique store, and each of her fairy homes are unique and different. Actually, one of them my sister customized herself, and I believe it was the one with a little waterfall on the side and the little purple door. So I think that's absolutely adorable. But anyway, you guys, I hope you were inspired to maybe create something yourself, or maybe just get some fairy homes. But anyway, you all, we are on to DIY number 2. Let's go check it out. So here we are yet again in DIY number 2. So I think this DIY is super easy. Actually, name a hard DIY that Miss Nancy has done. I'm waiting. You can't, because all of her DIYs are super easy. Anybody can do them. And well, right now Miss Nancy's taking some DVD cases. Don't worry, you guys, all of the DVDs are safe. No DVDs were harmed in the making of this video. But anyway, Miss Nancy's taking the DVD cases, adding some of her beautiful crafting paper inside of them. Now, this paper is from one of my favorite paper brands, and I want to say it was, what was it? And I believe it's called Paper Lane. And if I am wrong, forgive me, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. But right now she's just adding her paper inside of it. Obviously, you can tell exactly what she did. She just cut the paper down to size, slipped it into the DVD case, and now she's going to glue the DVD cases together. It is such an easy DIY, and I am a huge fan of it. I really am. I'm gonna have to try this with some of my own pictures and stick it in my room. I love this. As you can see, she's gluing all of them together, multiple DVD covers. There we go, and it's a beautiful black and white pattern. Now she's taking this wood bead ring, and she is going to glue it in the center, add some nautical burlap, add some more burlap, and then make them into a little bow. So she's layering them on top of each other, crisscross, taking that twine, tying it together, adding it to the top of this wood bead wreath, gluing it in place. Gluing this anchor, which she bought at Dollar Tree, by the way, and so did she. The burlap, the anchor, and the wood bead wreath, all of that was purchased at Dollar Tree, by the way. And this is it. Very simple, very nice. I love the patterns, I love the design, and of course this is in the restroom, so that is why I am not taking this to my room, because this is for the bathroom. But it's okay. It's okay, Miss Nancy. Since I watched this video and I basically directed and narrated the entire thing, well, now I know how to make it, and I'm going to go ahead and make another one for my own room. It's so adorable. How can you not love this? Okay, you guys, let's go on to DIY number 3. Okay, you all, so Miss Nancy has a blank piece of wood, white piece of square wood right here, and now she's going to be taking this burlap from Dollar Tree. Yes, from Dollar Tree. Right now, Dollar Tree has a lot of different colors of burlap right now. Like, they have the nautical ones and just so many different kinds that I've been seeing at my Dollar Tree, at least, and I think that's awesome. Definitely is awesome. That's one of the best things about Dollar Tree is their variety. But anyway, you guys, she's going to place this wood right here in the middle and simply glue over these pieces. Just glue them. Just glue them right over the wood. All right, so this belt right here, Miss Nancy is going to use it as a handle. All right, so she's going to cut it and create a handle, because this is going to be a tray. Yes, a tray. And I love it. Look at that. See, maybe you have an old belt that you don't like, something that you don't use. Well, now you have an idea for it. She's just going to glue the handles very easily like that. A nice little tray. Very sturdy too. I've been using this tray to carry around things. Add little things on top of it for decor. Very beautiful. Also notice how she is taking that leather belt and she's cutting it into strips, okay? Then she went ahead and did you see that? She made it into like a little cinnamon roll, swirlies. She made little swirlies, okay? Made one swirl round with this leather piece, glued it on the handle, adding a little design. Yes! The details matter, folks. They do. Look at what a difference that made. Wow. Did that on both sides. I want to tell you all that the rest of the belt, yes, those two pieces in the middle of this tray, the rest of the belt, she made into bracelets. She really did. They're bracelets now, and hey, they look good. She was wearing them the other day, and they look really nice. When you look at it, you don't think, wow, that's a belt you're wearing on your wrist. No. But anyway, I love it. Look at that. Super easy to do. All of Miss Nancy's DIYs are really easy to do. And well, now here's us using the tray, adding little crackers and cheese and that wonderful salad that we made on Facebook. I love salad. And this wonderful salad that we made, I love it. Honestly, the best salad I've ever had. It was very good. Yep, so we were just serving my dad on this tray. And it was awesome. I love the way that it looks. And anyway, you all, I hope that you enjoyed today's DIYs and Miss Nancy's projects, and I hope you were inspired. So until next time, do not forget to like, to subscribe, and to most importantly, hit the notification bell so you can join the creative family and get all of the inspiration, all of the DIYs and home decor hacks, tips, tricks, and of course the shop with me videos, which I love to do because I love going to the stores, but I love going to the stores with you by my side. So you all, until next time, happy crafting, happy creating, and you all know it, may your creativity never run out.